If you've ever struggled with staying focused during a session and creating consistent emotive work, I am so glad that we found each other because today I'm going to talk about finding your word, focusing on staying motivated and intentional during your sessions. And stay tuned until the end where I'm going to give you a fun challenge. I'm Twyla Jones, and I've taught thousands of photographers how to get in touch with their own vision and style to create the images that they dream of. So today I'm going to dive a little deeper into finding your word and how that will help you create amazing images without having to remember a list of poses or getting thrown off if and when a session goes wrong. So number one, find your word. What do you want your images to feel like? Is it joyful, emotive, playful, carefree? This can be part of a much bigger exercise of finding your voice, but it can also be a standalone exercise. If you're having trouble, ask some friends to tell you the first 3 words that come to mind when they see your images. Are those the words you want to be illustrating with your work? Number 2, meditate on your word. Now, while I definitely recommend actually sitting and going through a meditation, you can also just really spend some time thinking about what your word means on how to get clients to feel that word and how to get their movements and actions to show that word. For instance, if your word is carefree, what might you prompt them to do to show that? Is it running to each other? Is it spinning in circles? This is where the instinctive part comes in. What feels right? How can you get them to naturally move and connect in ways that will create these beautiful moments for you to capture? Number 3, don't forget your word. If you're in the middle of the session and the 2-year-old wants nothing to do with you, the teenager's grumpy and dad is just done and mom is stressed out and your mind is racing because how can you possibly get them to pose? Just stop, take a breath, and think of your intention. How can you bring things back to that word? Forget about every hand being in the exact perfect spot for right now. How can you reset and realign the family to come back to the feelings you're trying to evoke? Can you ask mom to talk about a favorite memory or ask the parents to step aside for a minute and have them think about when they first knew they loved each other? Can they tell each other that story? How can you engage the kids to help them enjoy the space that you're in? When in doubt, just keep plugging away and remember that you are in control. Someone in the family totally doesn't want to be there and is blowing off everything you ask them to do. Don't let it affect your energy. Pivot and try to stay aligned with your goal, which is creating some amazing images with the people that have shown up in this time and space. Think of new ways to achieve your goal. Maybe they just need some time without a camera in their face. This is a great time to bust out that 85 you never use or work on some images showing connection using body language from much further away. Stay upbeat, and of course they'll cooperate. One thing is for sure, if you give up on them or come back with negativity, you're definitely not going to get what you need from them. Be more direct in your instructions. Maybe loose prompts aren't going to work, so you'll have to say, put your hand on her face, Remember that you're awesome at what you do. So try to approach from a place of empathy and find a way to connect and evaluate what their needs might be in that moment. Don't let anyone's negative energy break your confidence. Just focus on your word. And number 5, once you have your word, once you know what you want your images to look like, don't share anything that doesn't evoke that feeling. Of course, you'll deliver the images to your client, like the full range of them, but you book what you show. And if you want to create more emotive work, that's what you're going to show, more emotive work. All right, so let's close out this week with a fun challenge. I want you to spend some time and really think about your word. Then go out and shoot an image that feels like your word. Tag us on Instagram at #emotionalstorytelling and #intuitiveposing so we can follow along and share your work. Thanks for watching today's episode on finding your focus. If you liked today's video, be sure to subscribe and don't forget to hit the bell so you don't miss any future trainings like this one.